Who did that? You don't do like that. Camera, someone moved. Camera is the only thing that is very important. Hmm? What you did? I have everybody joined the session, please. Get ready for it. Now look here. Now look here. A farmer wants to grow a banana plant genetically similar enough to the plant already available in his field. Which one of the following method would you suggest for him? Regeneration, budding. So what vegetative propagation? Because in vegetative propagation, same type of plants are produced. So this question already we have done. We will go for the next question, and your time starts now. Come on, go for this question. Question number 5. Answer the question number 5, please. What is the answer? So offline children has given the answer. They are telling answer D. What about online children has given the answer as C. Okay, they are giving answer C. But what is the correct answer? We need to check. Some are giving answer C. Some are giving answer D. What is the correct answer? Let's check. Okay, now look here. Choose the correct statement on budding hydra from the following. A parent cell divides into two or more daughter cells, and here the parent's identity is lost. Identity is lost. In this, the elongated nucleus divide to form two or more daughter nuclei. A bud arises from a particular region on a parent body. After detaching from the parent body, the bud grows into a new independent individual. This is a CBSE question. Now, the first important thing is about Hydra. About Hydra. So, this part is absolutely correct. That after detaching from the parent body, the bud grows into a new independent individual. So, fourth option is absolutely correct. Now, a bud arises from a particular region on a plant body. This is also correct. So, 3 and 4 is absolutely correct. So, in this, the elongated nucleus divide to form two or more daughter nucleus. So, this is exactly not, that is fission. This part, a parent cell divide into, understood? So, fission method. So, these two are not correct. So, option is D. The correct answer here is D. Let's go for the next question. And your question is sixth question. Take your time and solve. Okay, I got one answer. Someone is telling C as D as answer. Okay, without knowing, in online students they are telling D as answer, but we need to check the answer properly and then only we can have a conclusive answer. So please kindly first check. What is the answer? C is the correct answer. Okay. Some are giving D as answer, some are giving C as answer. Let's talk about it. Chromosomes carry hereditary information from parents to the next generation. Understood? Chromosomes are carrying. They're telling that chromosomes are carrying the genetic information from the parents to the next generation. Okay. After that, second point is are thread-like chromosomes are thread-like structure located inside the nucleus of animal cells. Then always exist in pair in human reproductive cells. Now are involved in process of cell division. See, this is absolutely correct. They are involved in cell division. Understood? Okay, so only I am telling you, check you are live or not. If you are live or not, then only answers are coming. Here and there, mismatched answers are coming. If you are live or not, then only this problem is coming. I hope you might have understood. Still, people are giving here and there answers. Got it? Okay, see, first one is absolutely correct. Carry hereditary information from parents to the next generation. This is bang on correct. Second, there are thread-like structure. This is also correct. But here always exist in pair. No, there are two type of cells. Now, one is somatic cells. Second one is germ cells. In human reproductive cells, which is called as germ cells, they are not connected. They are not present in pair. The chromosomes are single. So only they are called as haploid. What they are called as haploid, and haploid is always single. Haploid is always single. But what is the statement they have given? They have given the statement that they are existing in pairs. So if they might have written single, then it might have been not like that. But since they have given it as pair, so definitely it is a wrong statement. I hope you might have understood. We'll go for the next question, please. This is a good question. Come on, go for it. Who is saying A? Okay, some people are, did you give the previous, can you write the question number? Along with question, if you will be writing, miss, it will be very perfect for me. I request you people, please kindly write option with, okay, all people are going with D, 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 D. Yes, now that's the correct way of writing. If you're writing, you write 7th D. You write digit question with answer. Then if it will be previous question also, miss, I'll be getting the answer. Come on, look here. Plant which bear unisexual flowers. Unisexual flower means either the male part or the female part. Mustard is the correct answer. Mustard and papaya. Correct? Mustard and papaya is the correct answer, or watermelon or papaya is the correct answer. See, mustard is unisexual or bisexual? See, you need to understand hibiscus is never the answer. Hibiscus is never the answer. Papaya is one answer. But papaya with mustard is not the correct answer. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is watermelon and papaya. Understood? So they are unisexual. What is the meaning of unisexual? What is the meaning of unisexual, beta? Absolutely. The meaning of unisexual is having what, beta? Either male or female. Bisexual means both male or female. Hibiscus is bisexual. Now this came in question. This question came in CBSE 2024. This question, right, very nicely answer the question. part of the flower which attract insects for pollination. Anther and stigma. The correct answer here is, listen children, the correct answer is, understood. So petals are those, they are exactly color. The color attracts most to the insects and everything. The petals are the things that is exactly attracting. So can I go for reproductive part flower, because one time I need to discuss the flowering section, understood or not? So flower reproductive part, one time I am going to go and discuss with you people, because this is time to discuss about reproduction in flower. See, why the sexual mode of reproduction produces variation? Wah. Why the sexual mode of reproduction is producing variation? Answer is this much, but we are not going to read these answers. We are going to write in short. Always I am telling you that write the answer in short. Why the sexual mode of reproduction brings variation? Just tell me three important point of it. Why the sexual mode of reproduction brings variation? Just three important point I need. Adaptation. How your first point itself you are saying adaptation. Yes, but I want a very perfect words. Now, at least one sentence you are typing, then type the sentence very accurately. Just three sentences I need, and that sentences would be bang on sentence. Just give that bang on sentence to me, so that I'll be able. Two individual involved, ma'am. So, okay, one person has told that, see, why sexual mode of reproduction is bringing variation. The first suitable point can be here, two different sexes are involved, male and female, bringing different genetic informations. This is the first point. Understood? Did you like the first point? Here, two different sexes are involved, male and female. The perfect answer is male and female, bringing different type of genetic informations. Understood? So the next important point is the male and the female, 50% of the genetic information from the male and 50% of the genetic information from the female is taken. Variation through genetic recombination during meiosis, the independent assortment of chromosomes, and random fusion of gamete from two parents. So random fusion of gamete from two parents will take as the first point. Okay. The second point will be, so genetic variation will be coming because mitotic and meiotic divisions are there. Understood or not? So these are certain points. Okay, fine. And selection is there. What is there is selection. So selection at the time of reproduction, selection is there. Yes, the meiosis process is involved, followed by mitosis. Correct or wrong? Come on, check. I hope you might have understood till here. Children, did you got this point till here? Can you tell me what is this point? So definitely the genetic characters will be exactly taken from the father and the mother. 50% of the genetic character will be taken from, understood, 50% of the genetic character taken from the father and 50% genetic character taken from the mother. So definitely it's a combination. Got it? So the 5 points, very good Vishwa. The answers were too apt. Now beta look at the creation of two new cells from an individual copying of DNA will be there. So apparatus, DNA apparatus will never be taking the entire copy. Understood? Means father 100% is not taken, mother 100% is not taken. 50% of father and 50% of mother. Understood? So it's not like the total characteristics is taken from either father or or mother. I hope you might have understood this one. So now we are going to go for the next one. This is exactly the different sections of the plant. Understood? The pedicle section will be there. This part is exactly called as pedicle. Understood? Now this is the flower. This is a colorless flower. Just discuss this one. So now I'm going to talk about the colorless flower, because here in this color is not coming if I'm bringing PDF. Sorry for that. So this is exactly the petals, the colorful petals. Understood? The flower is having color now, so it is exactly coming as colorful petals. And here this is called as the thalamus. The thalamus will be holding. Understood or not? The thalamus will be holding the entire weight of the flower. This is exactly called as what? Thalamus. And this section is called as sepals. What it is called as? Sepals. The sepals will be the green section. If the flower is a bud, na, that time green it will be, na. So that green coating outside the flower before it is blossoming, it is exactly called as what? Sepals. When this sepal will burst, the flower will come out. Understood or not? The flower will blossom. So that blossom is exactly taking out the petals. Now petals, and these are exactly called as carpels. This total section, the female reproductive part of the flower is called as carpel or pistil. What it is called as? Carpel or pistil. That is stigma, style and ovary. Carpel part or pistil part is consisting of stigma, style, ovary. What are they? Stigma, style, ovary. So stigma is the portion where the anther will be fallen. Understood or not? And it will go through the style and reach the ovary for reproduction. That's it. And this is the male reproductive part. Understood? So stamen and anther will be there. So that sections, and these are exactly called as sepal. The entire reproductive part of the flower is based on this only, and the stalk is the reason where you can be exactly seeing the flower. I hope you might have understood this section. So now we are going to talk about sexual reproduction in flowers. So flower will be the site of sexual reproduction where, so if we will be talking about the plant growth is there, but till it will not have flower, we cannot be expecting seeds. Understood? So seeds are the byproduct of reproduction, and seeds are supposed to be dormant. What is the meaning of dormant? Dormant means sleeping. Seeds will not be giving you a plant. Understood not? Until and unless it will not get. So when it will get germinated? When we are putting it inside soil. So seeds can be having two coats. Either it will be called as single coat, or yes, it's dormant. Dormancy is called as sleeping phase. Understood? Sleeping phase means it will not be enough for production. Understood not? So it will not be producing a plant. Means seeds will be there. If seeds, understood or not? The seeds are exactly, because the seeds can be monocot and dicot. What are they? Monocot and dicot. Monocot means single cotyledon and dicot means two cotyledons will be present. Understood or not? So mustards will be double, what do you call? Dicot. Maize will be single. Wheat will be single. Rice will be single. I hope you might have understood. That is not monocot. Dicot and monocot. Okay, spelling mistake means CBSE will take half marks from you as a dowry. Understood? So please don't do like that. Don't write the spellings very particularly. Yes, otherwise they'll take that score. After that you will cry. Don't come to me after that. You did mistake. I did not did. I told you. Don't write spelling mistake means 100% scores will go. Okay. Now listen. So now monocot and dicot will be there. Now listen. Hey, monkeys. Flower is the site of sexual reproduction. It is considered as modified what? Stem or modified shoot. It is considered as modified shoot. What it is considered as? Flowers are considered as ignoring. I'm not ignoring anyone. I did not saw, just as a blink I saw the answer and spelling mistake was there. So I just talked that. Okay. What happened, Vishwa? Why you are crying? Now look here, beta. See, you need to understand that the axis in which the flower will be exactly growing, it is considered as mother axis. What it is called as? Mother axis. So the where the flower is exactly growing is considered as what? Monkeys. What happened? What it is called as? What is mother axis? Flower is mother axis, na? Huh? No, na? Why? Ama. Vanga, come in. Near my range you come. After that I punch you. Exactly the axis on which the flower is the axis in which the flower is born is considered as mother axis. Understood? So now the next part is, now typical flower will be exactly floral. Understood? Floral appendages will be there, means they will have volts, means that petals will be there, and the petals will be so attractive. Correct now? So as we are exactly seeing the petals and we are getting attracted towards it. Correct now? Because of its color. Got it? And we are serving as an agent for pollination. Understood or not? So we are external agent for pollination, because once we see a flower, we got so much influenced by its beauty. Correct now? So by color, by smell, the fragrance of the flower and the color, and we'll get too much attracted towards it, and we will go and we'll pluck it. At the time, accidentally, what happens? We are helping for reproduction. Understood? Enter will go for the stigma section. Understood? So now we are going to understand what is the thalamus. What is thalamus? The pendicle and thalamus. I discussed about pendicle and thalamus. What is pendicle and thalamus here? The thalamus is the entire part where the flower is exactly holding. And the sepal sections, yes, that's what I discussed about. So the axis of the two parts, the stalk of the flower is called pedicle and its solen top is called as thalamus. Understood? The part of the flower are arranged on thalamus. Absolutely, I told you, the entire part will be, and the floral appendages will be there. Okay, going to the next part, the sepal section, ovary style. Now we'll be talking about the male section and the female. The sepals, the calyx, usually green in color and protect the floral whole in bud stage. Correct now? So the coating will be there and the outer part will be there. So it is definitely coating. Tang, a monkey. So now look here. So sepals or calyx. What is the other name? Sepals or calyx. The green color portion above thalamus will be, the green part will be there now. So once upon a time when the flower is supposed to be a bud, the green color coating will be outside. Correct now? So that green color coating will be exactly called as what? Sepals. What it is called as? Sepals. Understood? So now next part is petals. Petals or corolla. What is the other words? Petals or corolla. The corolla is actually the colored part. Understood? The petals that attracts for pollination. Understood? The petals are the most important sections for the flower. Understood? You imagine if the flowers do not have petals, will it be attractive? No. The petals, the design of the petals actually attracts. Correct? Na? It actually attracts. So now stamen, that is called as stamen and carpel. Stamen is supposed to be the male reproductive part and carpel is the female reproductive part. Androsium, what it is called as? Androsium. Note down, the spelling must not be wrong. So here we are going to talk about androsium. Androsium means micropropyle. Understood? That is the male reproductive part for pollination. So specifically it is exactly designed for pollination. The next part is carpel, that is gynosium. The next part is what? Carpel, that is megasporophyll. Microsporophyll and megasporophyll. Microsporophyll and megasporophyll. So microsporophyll is the male reproductive part and megasporophyll is the, understood? So what we are calling it as? Androsium and gynosium. What we are calling it as? Androsium and gynosium. Androsium and gynosium. Got it? So male reproductive part and produce pollen, female reproductive part produce eggs. Understood? So flower may be unisexual and bisexual. What is the meaning of unisexual? Unisexual means either male reproductive part or the female. Understood? When it will be unisexual, cross pollination will be done. Understood? The male anthers will fall into the other flower which will have the female part. So that's what it is called as cross pollination. Understood? But some plants are only having unisexual flowers. So can you tell me the names of unisexual flower? Just now we understood watermelon and papaya. Watermelon and papaya are unisexual. Can we talk about it? So that means what? Unisexual will be exactly having papaya. One example given to it is papaya and Watermelon. Bisexual, hibiscus and mustard. So only that time answer was not coming as mustard because mustard is bisexual, having both male and reproductive, female reproductive part in the same flower. Understood? So that's what it is called. Okay. Watermelon and papaya, absolutely correct answer. I hope you might have understood. So watermelon and papaya is considered as what? Unisexual. Mustard and hibiscus, it is what? Correct. Understood? So now stamen. So first we talked about the carpel. Carpel is the gynoecium, it is the female, and then what is stamen is the male. So we are going to talk about the stamen. The stamen is exactly having what? The stamen part is having the male reproductive part produce pollen, and they are yellowish in color. You might have seen different type of flowers will be there. In different type of flowers, that yellow pollens will be there, and if you will touch it, it will be looking like very rough, that's the granule sections will be there. Understood or not? So it is exactly, so each stamen consists flattened top is called as anther. Understood? The anther will be producing pollen grains. So now a pollen grain produces two male gametes. How many male gametes? One pollen grain is producing how many male gametes? Two male gametes. One pollen will be producing two male gametes. I hope till here okay. Now carpel is the female reproductive part. Understood? And carpel will be consisting of stigma, style, ovary. Carpel will be consisting of what? Sigma, style and ovary. So carpel is exactly the solen ovary will be there, and it will be in elongated middle style will be there. I'm just going to show you this part so that it will become easy for you to understand. So this section is exactly called as what? Stamen. This is the male reproductive part, stamen, correct now? And this section will be called as stigma, style and the ovaries. X part will be there. So stigma, style, ovary and the stamen section will be there. I hope you might have understood till here. Now we are going to talk about this. Now come on, see this. Anther and filament is the part of male reproductive part. Now stigma, style, ovary is the female part. Stigma, style, ovary. Understood? So ovary or ovule will be there. So now this will be exactly having how many segments? Two. So now this is exactly called as what? Tubelites? Cross pollination or self pollination? Yes, if this is done here means it is A is exactly what? A, self-pollination. B, cross-pollination. C, cross-pollination. So B and C is undergoing cross-pollination and A is having what? Self-pollination. That's the basic difference between self-pollination and cross-pollination. Can you see? So anthers is exactly, it is getting attached to the same flower. This is an example of self-pollination. Thank you for liking the class, and this is exactly for cross-pollination. Thank you so much. Now we are going to talk about pollination. So definitely we have already understood what is the meaning of self-pollination and cross-pollination. Usually unisexual flowers are having self-pollination or cross-pollination? Phatak. Unisexual flowers. Unisexual flowers, boss. I discussed about unisexual flowers now. Unisexual flowers are having self-pollination or cross-pollination. Yes, see, online children are writing correct. It is cross-pollination. Thank you so much. It is exactly considered as cross-pollination. It is considered as what, beta? Cross-pollination. Bisexual is having self-pollination. Why there is a confusion there? There should be no confusion related to it. So cross-pollination bring about genetic recombination. Understood? Now and produce variations. Are you understanding? So cross-pollinations are bringing what, beta? Variations. Are you understanding it? So please kindly remembering this one. So once somebody will be asking you, it is transfer of pollen grains from the anther of one flower to the pollen stigma to the another flower. Now here cross-pollination require aid and external agency. What can all be the external agencies? Abiotic, wind and water. Biotic means animals and humans. Animals and humans, we people are biotic, and we are exactly also responsible for its pollination. I hope you might have understood this one. So insects, birds, bats, snails, humans, all are exactly coming as a biotic part which can be helpful for their pollination. Is it clear there? Now, recombination and produce variation. So, it is also increase the adaptability and makes the offspring better adjusted towards the changes in the environment. I hope you might have understood this one. Now, fertilization in plant. So, you need to understand what is, so every time triple fusion part is there, endosperm formation will be there. That section I want to read out and explain you one time, because you must not miss triple fusion. Understand? Double fusion and triple fusion. So, but double fusion and triple fusion is something we need to talk about it. Understood? So, human have double fertilization? No. But here we are talking about the triple fusion process. So, just talk about what is exactly the meaning of triple fusion. Actually, what happened to you, sir? Praveen Maharaj? Something happened to you, boss? Excuse me, sir. I'm talking to you only. As usual, always you are sleeping in class. Today your bulb is gone. Why? Most of the answers, most of the answers you are only going to give. Get ready for it. Yes. Ready now? Okay. Wait. I'll ask questions. If you will not answer, means on my behalf you beat. You are free to beat. Okay. First question is, what is the difference between chromosomes and chromatin? Wow, advanced beating is there. Now come on, what is the difference between chromosomes and chromatins? Excuse me, one idiot is teaching another idiot. Nice. Wow. At least you should say me, what is the difference between chromosomes and chromatins, please? What's that? Excuse me, Paityam, don't teach him, he's itself. Ovian, what is the difference between chromosomes and chromatin? You also same problem. See, understand that somatic cells are having chromatins. Chromatins are those thread-like structure. We do not have a regular pattern. Understood? So before reproductions, the chromatins will get converted into chromosomes. Understood? So in the somatic cells, you will be finding a pair of chromosomes. In the germ cells like sperm and ova, you will be getting single, that is called as haploid. Understood? What is the difference between haploid and diploid? The chromosomes present, like in your spit, in your hair, wherever you will be seeing, and check the cells will be exactly what? The DNA part of the cells will be exactly what? They will be in a pair. That is called as somatic section. But when you will be seeing the ova means egg, and the sperms for male, what they will be haploid, means single cell. So this haploid when fused together, then only zygote will be there, and zygote formation will be exactly having what? Pair of chromosomes. Understood? So for human, 23 pairs of chromosomes will be there. 22 pairs will be autosomes. Autosomes will be other characteristics like eye color, hair color, skin color, earlobes. So different type of characteristics of a human. But the 23rd pair will be the sex chromosomes. What makes you a male or a female? So that's the most important thing. That's what in between you smiled. So I asked you a question. That question you did not answer. What to say? So now I'm going to talk about fertilization. So usually what happens in fertilization, so please kindly pay attention in this section. We are going to talk about the pollen tube normally enters the ovule through a small opening called as micropyle. Remember, so I'm going to show you where is the micropyle. So can you see this section? It is exactly the opening section, and this part is called as micropyle. So the tube formation will be there. You see, before reproduction, there is no tube formation. The pollen touch the stigma. Understood? Is there any tube? No. Then the tube will be exactly formed. Understood? Now this tube, can you see the two sperms, the two pair of sperms are exactly entering. So once the two pair of sperms are entering, after that, can you see in the ovule segment? Yes. So it will be two nucleus part will be there. There it is going to fuse. I'm going to explain this part. Please remember this section. So the opening of the ovule region which will be formed, that is called as what? Micropyle. What it is called as? Micropyle. So the filament which is exactly going to be made, the tube, that is called as the pollen tube, which will be going to connect the ovule section, the ovary section will be called as what? The opening part will be called as micropyle. The opening section will be called as what? Micropyle. Understood? Now, inside the ovule, the pollen tube releases two male gametes. How many? Did you see the two male gametes? Yes. So the two male gamete will go where? Inside the ovary. Understood? So after that, the embryo sac of the ovule contain the eggs. So here multiple eggs are there. Can you see they have entered into that region? Understood? So one male gamete fuses with the egg. Okay, only one male gamete will be fused with the egg. The fusion of the male gamete with the female gamete is called as fertilization. Got it? And it results into the formation of zygote. The zygote divide repeatedly by which division? Mitotic division, to form embryo within the ovule, and the male gamete fuses with the another male gamete. One is fusing with the egg. One is fusing with what? Egg. And they are forming zygote. And that zygote will get converted into embryo. That one section is over. But another male gamete is exactly not going to fuse with the egg. It is going to fuse with the polar part. Can you see this? That is exactly the other male gamete fuses with the two polar nuclei. With what? Two polar nuclei. Understood? One fuses with egg, another one fuses with two polar nuclei. That's the big difference here. Understood? And that's what it is called as triple fusion. What it is called as? Triple fusion. I hope you might have understood. One fusion is with egg, another fusion is with two polar nuclei. Got it? So the one male gamete fuse with egg, another male gamete fuse with two polar nuclei. So what it is called as? Triple fusion. I hope you might have understood. So embryo within the ovule. The other male gamete fuses with the two polar nuclei to form endosperm. And exactly this process is called as what? Triple fusion. I hope you might have understood. So this is exactly the most important section we need to understand. So now this is exactly called as triple. Does double fertilization occur in all plants? This is one question. Now look here. This is called double fertilization because the true fertilization will be there. Understood? So fusion of a sperm with an egg is accompanied by another fusion process, and that will be the sperm will be fusing with two polar nuclei. Understood? So this is, so that resembles fertilization. This process is double fertilization occur only in angiosperms. Angiosperms and gymnosperms. Angiosperms and gymnosperms. Fuck beating will be there. What you are writing? Rebel fusion. That is triple fusion tubelite. Rebel means you understand. One will be fusing with egg, another one will be fusing with two polar nuclei. Remember that. That's called as triple fusion. Rebel fusion. No, delete it. Monkeys. So this process is called as double fertilization. Fusion is triple fusion. Fertilization is double fertilization. Pythiums, write this one nicely. Mentals. So now look here. Yes, three nucleated cells, triple nucleate. See, this is what you need to remember. Triple fusion, double fertilization. Triple fusion. One fusion with another one fusion with two polar nuclei. So that is called as triple fusion. But is it a fertilization? Means it is called as double fertilization, because one fertilization is done to produce seeds, another one is the upper coating. Understood? Now listen, that's exactly done in what? Angiosperms. So angiosperms and gymnosperms two are there. Understood? What is the difference between angiosperms and gymnosperms? So are the two main categories of plant. Angiosperms are also known as flowering plant, and it will have seeds. Understood? Within fruit. Angiosperms will be what? Your apple is angiosperm. Understood not? The seeds are inside. Got it? So when in a plant, when in a flower fruits, the seeds are inside, it is called as angiosperms. Gymnosperms means the seeds will be outside. Understood? So they are exactly called as like pine. You remember this. So when exactly, whereas gymnosperms have flowers, they will have no flowers and fruits, and their seeds are naked. Understood? Directly only, yes, directly only the seeds are coming. So they are exactly called as what? Gymnosperms. Did you understood? Pine, you might be seeing now small squirrels cartoon. In that one seed they will take and run here and there. That is gymnosperm. Understood not? The pine tree, that seeds are coming. They are only seeds. There will be no flower and fruits. But yes, cashews will be there. The cashew seeds will be hanging outside. So they are exactly gymnosperms. But what is angiosperms? The seeds will be inside they are result of what? Triple fusion. And they are exactly the result of double fertilization. Understood? So I explained flowering plant. What are the two examples of gymnosperms? Pines. Understood? And now cypresses. You remember this one? And so angiosperms, I think you might be knowing more. So micropyle is the opening. I explained triple C here. This is the egg and this is the polar nuclei. One will fuse with egg, another one will fuse with polar nuclei. Is it crystal clear today? What is the meaning of double fertilization? Is it crystal clear? Anyone will explain any unwanted things. Will you accept that answers? No. Because now we came to know what and all is called as double fertilization. And double fertilization is considered as triple fusion. Double fertilization is triple fusion. Understood? So now polar nuclei and the one sperm will fuse with pair of polar nuclei. Another sperm will fuse with egg. That's it. So this is exactly the entire process. This video will be available to you. Okay. The endosperms plays an important role in supporting embryonic growth. Understood? By supplying the nutrients. So the upper coating of the apple is there now. Can you see the upper coating of the apple? That is exactly the soft portion now. They are exactly growing for what? Giving nutrition to the seeds. Giving nutrition to the seeds. Protection and nutrition. Protection and nutrition to the seeds. Got it? So now it is exactly providing what? Protection and nutrition both. I hope you might have understood. So embryonic growth by supplying nutrient, protecting the embryo and controlling embryo growth by acting as a mechanical barrier. Why they are acting as a mechanical barrier? Because they don't allow anything to go inside that disturbs the seed. Understood or not? So seeds are the most important thing to be protected. Understood? So these outer coatings, the hard outer coatings are not allowing any insect or anything to destroy the seeds. You might have seen that any fruit damage will be there, but seeds are damaged at last. Correct now? So this during seed development and germination, this process is there. So triploid, I hope you might have understood. Why it is not going up? I hope you might have understood this sections. That is the triploid endosperm 3N. Double fertilization. Did you got the point? What is the meaning of double fertilization? With clarity, you got what is the meaning of double fertilization. So most of the time, people are having confusion that double fertilization is possible only in plants. Double fertilization, because the sperm and the ova fusion only one time will be occurring in animals. Understood? I'm not talking about animals, humans. I'm not only talking about animals. I hope you might have understood. So that's one process. Got it? But here in plants, two type fusion will be there. One will be with egg, another one will be with polar nuclei. And polar nuclei will give you endospermic region, the outer coating of the fruit. I hope understood. So now longitudinal section of pistils showing pollen germination. This video one time only you read. This will be more than enough. I rest my case. Did you understood? Fully understood flowering plants? Yes or no? Come on, everyone. Those who are present live, fully understood the entire story. Rest other everything is nonsense. Don't listen others. Punch you. I hope you might have understood till here. It was indeed a very big class. So now look at, I'm going to go with the next section because till 1 hour I planned for a big session today. See, maths will be night. I think 5:30 for. One thing you're not understanding, I'm leaving everything and taking your class. It's for who's good. Today, flowering section, you understood or not? Nicely. Any doubt is there? Triple fusion, you will be able to answer. Unwanted answers, don't write to the point answers. Understood. Bye for what? Class is not over, boss. So, human reproductive part we are going to do now. So see, in female reproductive section, see, we know that two different type of processes there. Yeah, I'll go very fast and explain about this process, okay? I need to check one time. This is the female reproductive part, Graafian follicles. I'll be discussing it. So now listen. Just 1 minute you give, otherwise I seriously come and punch you people. This is mitotic and meiotic divisions are there. That's old file. I got it. Just 1 minute. See, sexually transmitted diseases in no random. Yes. Jay, what is the problem? Jay Capri. Now listen, everyone please understand this. I'll be solving the questions. STDs is called as sexually transmitted diseases. So I just got STD. So I'm going to explain this STDs and finish this part. Now whatever male and reproductive, female reproductive parts will be discussed after that. So this is exactly the fusion of the male sperm with the female egg. Understood? So once the fusion will be done, one sperm will exactly go. The motile part of the sperm is this one. Understood? The cell or the entire genetic information is on the head of the sperm. Understood? So it will go inside and it will fuse. Understood? After the fusion only cell division will start. Got it? So the cell division will start and it will be exactly either going to be a male or a female. Understood? Now zygote embryo, what is the difference between them? Nowadays they are not asking this type of questions. They are exactly going to ask how can you differentiate zygote embryo and fetus? How can you differentiate zygote embryo and fetus. In a very simple way, zygote is smaller than a dot. Understood? The fertilized egg is called as zygote, and zygote is single cell. Understood or not? So the fertilized egg is exactly what? Zygote. And it is made with what? The fusion of male and female gamete. Understood? So zygote is exactly the fusion of male and female gamete, and this zygote is the beginning of a baby. So think, once upon a lifetime we were smaller than a dot, correct now? And after that only our structure is exactly formed. Now embryo, it is formed, repeated cell division will be giving you what? Embryo. So repeated cell division starts occurring, and after this only embryonic formation, embryonic stage. So zygote will reach to another stage, and that stage is called as embryonic stage, and embryonic stage will reach to fetus state. Trust me, in this region, now when we are talking about zygote to embryo, this is a common phase. All the living creatures are there, now animals, they will be exactly looking same. They will be looking in the embryonic phase now, more or less everyone will be looking very, very similar. That's the most important thing there. So now a zygote is formed by the fusion of male and female gamete, and here sperm and egg. So an embryo is formed by the repeated cell division, and it is starting with what? Zygote. Got it? And then comes the fetus. It is formed by growth and development of an embryo. Got it? Now, a zygote is the beginning of formation of a baby, but embryo is an unborn baby, and it will be exactly the early stage. So embryo up to 8 weeks after fertilization. It will be, embryonic stage will be till 8 weeks. Embryonic stage will be till what weeks? 8 weeks. And after 8 weeks, the total gestation period. Gestation period is considered as the period where the mother is exactly keeping the child in the womb. Womb means uterus. It will be 40 weeks. How much it will be? 40 weeks. But after 36 weeks, the child can be born any time. Understood or not? So that period where the baby is exactly growing inside mother womb is called as gestation period. What it is called as? Gestation period. So an embryo is an unborn baby in the uterus in the early stages of development. It will be reaching till what stage? 8 stage, 8 weeks. And after the 8 weeks, it will not be called as embryo. It will be called as fetus, because now the child will be having a sex, male or a female. Understood? So the sex organs and the body, crucial body organs will be made in this 8 weeks. Understood? After 8 weeks, exactly, it's the growth only. Understood? The growth and the developmental phase of the every organ, including the outer section, eyelashes, eyelid, the baby will be exactly growing that stage. I hope you might have understood this part. Now a zygote is a single cell, but embryo is a multicellular organism. Here it is also multicellular, and here you can, but here you cannot differentiate hand, leg and every portion. But in the fetus state, you can be able to differentiate hand, leg, entire body organ can be easily differentiated. I hope till here it is crystal clear. Did you understood the entire section here? Anything which is very difficult to understand? So this is exactly the zygote, embryo and fetus. Now reproduction will be exactly one stage where, see, so when there is a sexual maturity, when it is a developed phase, then there is a case where STDs, that is called as sexually transmitted diseases, can be transmitted. So this sexually transmitted diseases is one part of the syllabus of CBSE. Why? Because it is a very important thing that like other body organs, we have to protect our this organ also. Understood not? Why? Because there may be certain type of disease which can affect. Understood not? And this disease, because of ignorance and because of society and because of other factors, it will go what? It will go grave, and then the doctor will be exactly taking a decision of cutting it. Understood? Removing it, like a tumor generating as a cyst in the ovary. Got it? So now if whatever complication in the menstrual cycles are there, the female tries to keep their mouth shut. So one stage will come when the cyst will become very big and the doctor is taking a decision of cutting it. Understood? So in the crucial preliminary stage, when the growth is there, this menstrual cycles is very high, if they will be able to speak up in front of doctors, means there is no case of cutting it. So grave decision taken when big stage is crossed. Understood? And the endometrium wall. Now, what cervical cancers, endometrium wall is having cyst, ovaries are having cyst. Understood or not? So, what you call the fiber generations. These are exactly a normal disease in female. For male, prostate glands will be there, that secretion of increase in that size, and different type of copper gland is getting enlarged. So these are certain diseases. But what is the problem here is the society taught us not to speak up, and that's something which is exactly making you mute, and you are not able to speak that in front of doctors, and then the situation is coming grave. Understood or not? So only CBSE has included this in a syllabus, so that the children should speak up their problems, and when they will be speaking up to the doctors, a small antibiotic, a small medicine can be capable of removing a very big problem. Understood? So sexually transmitted diseases, how it is getting transmitted, how to stop it in the preliminary stage itself, and how to save human is the most important target. And because of this is added in the syllabus. So whatever is there, another things are there, they are only nonsense and not to be spoken about. Understood? I believe in only one thing, like other animals are there, we talk about another animals, humans are also animal, and we need to treat them like that, and we need to understand the most crucial sections out of it. So there are different type of infections coming for human, and what are they? Generated because of bacteria or virus. Understood or not? So fungus, bacteria, virus, they are exactly generating different type of disorders and diseases. Understood? So STDs caused by bacteria, what and all are there? Gonorrhea, syphilis, and chlamydiasis. So these are the three different type of disease generated. This is exactly going to affect. So these are bacterial infections. Bacterial infections in the urogenital areas. Understood? Urinogenital areas means which is exactly for gamete secretions. Understood? So what are they? They are bacterial infections like gonorrhea, syphilis, and chlamydiasis. Bacterial. So antibiotic can recover it. That's it. Understood or not? So antibiotic. So this is caused by Dilocus bacteria. Which locus bacteria? Dilocus bacteria. Understood or not? What is the name here? Can you read? Because for me it is blur. Chlamydia is there. That is tryponoria, I think. Yes, pallidum. That's what. So STD caused by virus. STD caused by virus. See, I believe that virus is more deadly than bacteria. Understood or not? So bacterial can be, antibiotics can be taken and it can recover easily. But viral infections like genital herpes and genital warts are there. They are HPV. That is human papilloma virus. It's more what you call higher grade in compared to that of bacterial infection. In CBSE, what they will ask? In CBSE, they will ask the name of these infections. Are you understanding? So name two disease, STD diseases that is caused due to bacteria. And that time, if you will write and spelling mistake will be there, Govinda, Govinda. Spelling mistake means marks cut. So please kindly, when you are writing the names, you must be writing the spelling absolutely correct. Understood or not? So the complexity is writing the spelling correct here. Are you understanding? So gonorrhea, syphilis. Understood or not? And for virus, what is there? Genital herpes and genital warts and AIDS. AIDS is not a disease. AIDS is a type of syndrome. What is the difference between a disease and a syndrome? Come on, say, what is the difference between a disease and a syndrome? See, disease can impact a specific organ of a human. You need to understand like that. So, disease can affect a specific organ. Like for jaundice, your liver is getting damaged. Correct, na? So, kidney damage is there. Jaundice will be there. Means one specific organ is getting affected. That's called as a disease. So, there are two type of diseases. One is chronic diseases. Understood or not? So, this chronic diseases and different type of another diseases. Acquired, understood or not? I forgot the name. So two different, in a flow it is coming. So chronic disease, I know. So definitely the two different type of diseases will be there. So chronic disease, some diseases will be in short period of time and some diseases can grow long. I'm not a doctor here, I'm a mathematician. First you understand that. Huh? Okay, fine. So I'm giving this much, yeah. That's also a recommendable work. Huh? So now look here. So chronic disease, some diseases like cancer and all, they'll be exactly going for a long period of time. I hope you might have understood that one. So now look here. So AIDS, when somebody will be talking about AIDS, it is exactly a syndrome. It is not a disease. Why the difference between syndrome and disease? See, syndrome means it is not impacting a specific organ. It is affecting the human immune system. Understood? The WBC, white blood cells. The WBCs are supposed to be the soldier cells of the body. Understood or not? So this leukocytes will be doing what? The WBC leukocytes will have a specific design. Understood? And they are making antibodies. So these antibodies or anti-agents will do what? They will exactly protect the body from making any foreign elements are present inside a virus or bacteria or pathogen. Any pathogen try to invade in your body means these soldiers will protect you by making a copy of a type of soldier. Understood? Like for COVID, we know that this virus, a soldier must be there who can kill the COVID cells. Correct, na? If it is entering inside. Huh? So those type of antibodies, once a foreign invasion is there, the foreign invasion has to cut short because it may impact the body for a longer period of time. Are you understanding? So these antigens, but what the AIDS is doing that, this is exactly impacting the immune system. It kills what? The immune system. So if the immune system is dead, means there is no soldiers to protect you. Understood? A common disease is enough to damage you. Are you understanding? A common cough and cold is enough to kill you. Understood? Jaundice is a very far off thing. That means a small infection will be coming means that infection can be life threatening to you. And that's what the AIDS cells is doing. And there is no anti-medicines for that. So these are certain things we must be knowing about it. I hope everything is clear till here. Understood? So that's why it is not called as disease. It's called as a syndrome. Understood? So acquired deficiency syndrome. And it is by retrovirus. It is, sorry. Yes, it will be done by whom? Human immunodeficiency virus is also called as retrovirus. I hope it is clear. So modes of transmission of AIDS, sexual intercourse, use of contaminated needle and syringes. Then after this, contaminated blood transfusion if you are giving your blood, and that's what through placenta from mother to child, and is exactly going to be the dangerous part. And this is what is the most important thing. Rest other than that, if you will sit with your friend and eat food, you will not be getting AIDS. The saliva of one human who is having AIDS will be definitely giving what you call AIDS to the other person. So sexual intercourse, saliva, blood, needle means that transfusion will be there. That time only AIDS will be transmitted. Other than that, it's not there. But alarmingly, the rate of AIDS patient is increasing in the world. And you know what? Which animal was responsible for AIDS and which country was there because of which AIDS got spread? India. But China, no? We pavam China, yaar. One disease given by China means you people are talking about China, China, China. No. Most of the originator of all the big disease, America, no. Africa. And green monkey was there. Africa and green monkey. Africa and green monkey. Who was that? Green monkey. And you know what? Ebola virus. It is also gifted by whom? Africa only. So most of no, it's not Japan, it's Africa. So most of the deadly virus, which is exactly not given by Africa, it's exactly given by Africa. Absolute. I hope you might have understood. Okay, I hope the session might have been important. So to avoid unwanted pregnancy, spacing method, that is courteous method, barrier method, and interuterine device loop copperty method. So these are three methods. Mostly they are asking these questions like hormonal method and spacing. This PDF I'm going to provide you. You are going to read this PDF out. Understood? Now the questions related to it I will be answering because already I have taken these classes and I have explained everything much details. Now it's only one work is there. You need to read out and answer the questions. Okay? Sir, what? Can I close? Now math session will be 5:30. Bye. Enjoy your sessions. This PDFs and question answer session is still left for reproduction that I am going to